Welcome to Adulting with Assets, where we focus on learning how to manage money responsibly with confidence, discipline, clarity, and purpose. I'm Lisa Marie, and today we're going to talk about the cost of debt versus the growth of assets. I'm also going to try to step it up a little bit because some people are telling me it's way too monotonous. So we'll see if I can do that. Debt feels normal until you total it. Fast. I want you to think. Gut answer. How much do you owe? After this video, go and add it up and be prepared to be surprised. But I'd love for you to send us a quick response on how far off you were in the comments below. If I told you how to earn 20 to 25% on your money today, would you believe me? No scams, no BS. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to assume that you have $2,000 worth of debt. Average debt, 23%. Looks manageable, right? Watch this. The minimum payment is 2%, so that's $40. Monthly interest is 1.92% because you take your 23%, divide it by 12. Your interest is $38.33. $38.33. Of the $40, only $1.67 is going to your debt to actually reduce your debt. That's it. And when debt feels normal, freedom starts to feel impossible. If you keep doing this, you'll pay about $12,000 in interest. And that's if you never swipe your card again. $12,000. Minimum payments keep you current. They certainly don't keep you free. Most people never do this analysis, and that's why credit card debt gets away from them, and it becomes a normal part of life. I once worked with a client who had 13 cards. I'm not exaggerating. She wanted to save money when she went to department stores and ended up with 13 cars. Well, here's the problem. She had $200 on this card, $600 on this card, $400 on this card. But when we added it up, she was off on how much she owed by 30%. 30%. That's not a rounding error. That's life-changing money. When debt is scattered, it hides. And if you can't see it clearly, you sure can't fix it. Multiple cards mean more due dates, more balances, more temptation, and constant mental noise. If you change one variable with the payment, watch what happens. So from the example above, instead of paying $40, we're going to pay $80. Your total interest now is only $650, but it still takes you almost 3 years to pay it off. 3 years to pay off $2,000. Are you kidding me? Now, if we make that $120 per month, then your interest is only around $350. And you want to know how long it takes to pay it off? Under 2 years, just under 2 years. And that's without ever adding one single new charge. This is one of the most expensive ways to spend money. That's why my LM rule is don't invest while carrying high credit or high interest debt. Paying off 23% debt is a guaranteed 23% return. And you won't find that easily in the market, I promise you. Same compounding rule, just a different direction. One builds stress and pressure, and the other one builds options and peace. Today, I want you to decide how much extra will you be putting towards becoming debt-free. Start with your smallest credit card first. Throw every extra dollar at only one card. When it's paid off, take that entire payment and that extra money and roll it to the next card. Dave Ramsey calls this a snowball effect. You start small for the fastest win, and momentum beats math when you're changing behavior. Seeing progress keeps you going. Also, protect your credit. 2 cards are plenty. If you have more, keep the oldest accounts first. Longer credit history helps your FICO score. Paying off credit cards isn't the finish line, it's the doorway to investing. And now, once you've done this, you're going to be able to take that money and start applying it to a different way of return. So now, how do I show you a return of 24% in investing? It's even easier. Step number 2 for a 24% return. You take $1 and you put it in your 401k. Let's assume you're in a 24% tax bracket. That means that $1 cost you about 76 cents. Because if it had come to your pocket and not your 401k, the IRS would have gotten 24 cents. You would have only gotten 76 cents. So a 24% tax bracket looks like this. $1 times 24% is 24 cents you paid on taxes or saved on taxes. So instead of paying that 24 cents to the IRS, it goes into your future. Bottom line, you invested $1, your take-home pay only dropped about 76 cents. That's an instant 24% return before the market does anything. And this doesn't even include an employer match. But listen, match or no match, every dollar you put in is already winning. And investing is powerful because your money grows even when you're not touching it. I want you to create your own personal rule now. I made this an LM rule a long time ago. Never touch your 401k. Not a loan, not a withdrawal, nothing, nada, no effing way. It is an untouchable asset. I promise you, if you make that rule for yourself, it will change your life. It will. Now I'm going to teach you some magic. I'm not very good at it, but when it comes to finances, I'm pretty good. And I call this financial magic. It's called the Rule of 72. Divide 72 by your interest rate, and it tells you how many years it takes to make your money double. That's it. Fast, powerful, life-changing. Watch this. Earn 8%. Your money doubles in about 9 years. Earn 12%. Your money doubles in about 6 years. Time plus compounding turns ordinary money into serious money. You didn't just double it once. You doubled the double and then did it again. Today's $2,000 grows to about $34,900 in 30 years. And that's just from $2,000. But because you're saving a percentage automatically now, every raise pours fuel on the fire. Remember, raises don't upgrade your lifestyle. First, they upgrade your future. This is the moment money stops feeling small and starts feeling powerful. Compound interest is quiet. It doesn't feel dramatic, but over time, it rewrites your financial future. First, build stability. Second, eliminate your debt. Then, and only then, build your assets. Take what fits, leave the rest, and if something here saves one hard lesson, it's worth the conversation. That's adulting with asset. And remember, wealth isn't built in moments, it's built in habits. I'll see you next week, and don't forget, your future is watching. Comment down below how far off were you on your guess of how much debt you had.